Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Tech India. In this video, we will discuss actual exam question for AWS AI certification or AWS AI practitioner. So basically, we will discuss all the actual exam questions in this video, which will be extremely helpful for you to clear your exam in the preparation of just 2.5 hours. You just need to go through all the questions discussed in this video and need to understand the concept behind all the questions and answer that I will explain myself in this video, and then you will be able to easily manage to clear the exam. And I will request you to watch this video twice so that you could memorize questions and answers. And the main point is that at least 90% questions will be from this video only. So if you even remember the questions and answers in this video only, then also you will be able to clear the exam. So let's start with our first question of this series. A company makes forecast each quarter to decide how to optimize operations to meet expected demand. The company uses ML models to make these forecasts. An AI practitioner is writing a report about the trained ML models to provide transparency and explainability to the company stakeholders. What should the AI practitioner include in the report to meet the transparency and explainability requirements? So this is the key term here: transparency and explainability. So here options are code for model training, partial dependence plots, sample data for training, model convergence tables. So correct answer here will be, I will tell you, but before that please try to understand the question and take your time to guess the answer. So now I am going to reveal the answer. If you want to take more time, you can just pause the video. So correct answer here will be option B, partial dependence plots. So partial dependence plots, that is PDPs, are useful tool for understanding the relationship between a specific feature and the model prediction. So it makes it easier to see how changes in input variable affect the forecast. So due to this reason, option B is correct here. And now question number 2, a law firm wants to build an AI application by using large language models. The application will read legal documents and extract key points from the document. Which solution meet these requirements? So here are the options: build an automatic named entity recognition system, create a recommendation system, develop a summarization chatbot. So here are the options: build an automatic named entity recognition system, create a recommendation engine, develop a summarization chatbot, develop a multi-language translation system. So these are the options. Try to guess the correct answer here. So let me reveal the correct answer. So correct answer here will be option C, develop a summarization chatbot. So this is correct here because the primary requirement is to read the legal document and extract the key points. Summarization is the best approach for condensing lengthy legal text into the key points while preserving the important details. So option C, summarization chatbot, will be the correct answer. Now question number 3, a company wants to classify human genes into 20 categories based on gene characteristics. The company need an ML algorithm to document how the inner mechanism of the model affects the output. Which ML algorithm meet these requirements? So here are the options: decision tree, option B, linear regression, option C, logistic regression, and D, neural network. So try to understand the question and find the answer. So correct answer here will be option A, decision tree, and most probably you may have been thinking about the logistic regression, but correct answer here is decision tree, because decision trees can handle multi-class classification problems, and due to that reason it is suitable here because 20 distinct classes are there. Now question number 4, a company has built an image classification model to predict plant disease from photos of plant leaves. The company wants to evaluate how many images the model classified correctly. Which evaluation metric should the company use to measure model performance? So here are the options: R squared score, accuracy, root mean squared error, learning rate. Take your time to guess the answer. So correct answer here will be option B, accuracy, and this is due to the reason accuracy is the most straightforward metric measuring the proportion of correctly predicted instances out of the total instances. So it is suitable when the classes are balanced. So option B, accuracy, is correct answer here. Now question number 5. A company is using a pre-trained large language model LLM to build a chatbot for product recommendations. The company needs the LLM output to be short and written in a specific language. Which company will align the LLM response quality with the company's expectations? So here are the options. Adjust the prompt, choose an LLM of a different size, increase the temperature, increase the top K value. So now I am going to reveal the answer. The correct answer here will be option A, adjust the prompt. So it will be the correct answer because if we think about option B, the size of LLM may not affect the size of output. So it is eliminated. Now option C, increase the temperature. So temperature controls the creativity of the output, not the size. If you increase the temperature, it will increase the randomness of the output. It will not impact the size. Now increase the top K value. So top K controls the number of next possible tokens, not the size of the output. So adjusting the prompt only will help us in controlling the size. So option A is correct. Now question number 6. A company uses Amazon SageMaker for its ML pipeline in a production environment. The company has a large input data sizes up to 1 GB and processing times up to 1 hour. The company needs near real-time latency. Which SageMaker inference option meet these requirement? So here are the options: real-time inference, serverless inference, asynchronous inference, batch transform. So take your time to guess the correct answer, and just take hint, near real time is the keyword here. So you can think according to it. So correct answer here will be asynchronous inference because it needs near real time in latency. So this will be the best possible solution due to that reason. Because if we think about real time inference, it immediate the response for high traffic and low latency application. And if you think about a batch transform, it will be used for large scale offline processing without real time needs. If you have sufficient time, if latency can be accommodated, then it will be fine. But here near real time latency is required. And then serverless inference is also not correct because it is suitable for low latency inference for intermittent or unpredictable traffic without managing infrastructure. So this is the correct answer for question number 6. And now question number 7. A company is using a domain specific models. The company want to avoid creating new models from the beginning. The company instead want to adapt pre-trained model to create models for new related tasks. Which ML strategy meet these requirement? And here are the options: increase the number of epochs, use transfer learning, decrease the number of epochs, use unsupervised learning. So which one will be correct? You can try to understand. So here correct answer will be use transfer learning, option B, because transfer learning involves taking a pre-trained model which has been trained on a large data set and adapting it to new related task. So it has multiple advantages. So option B is correct here. Now question number 8. A company is building a solution to generate images for protective eyewear. The solution must have a high accuracy and must minimize the risk of incorrect annotations. Which solution will meet these requirements? Here are the options: human in the loop validation by using Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth Plus. Option B, data augmentation by using an Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. C, image recognition by using Amazon Recognition. D, data summarization by using Amazon QuickSight Q. So here correct answer will be option A, human in the loop validation by using Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth Plus, because it is designed for creating high quality labeled datasets with human in the loop validation to ensure accuracy. This solution helps to minimize the risk of incorrect annotation by involving human reviewers to verify and correct the model predictions. It is particularly useful for the scenarios requiring precision, such as generating images with a specific requirement like protective IVR. So due to all these reasons, option A is correct here. Now question number 9. A company want to create a chatbot by using a foundation model on Amazon Bedrock. The FM need to access encrypted data that is stored in an Amazon S3 bucket. The data is encrypted with Amazon S3 managed keys. The FM encounters a failure when attempting to access the S3 bucket data. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Ensure that the role that the Amazon Bedrock assumes has the permission to decrypt the data with the correct encryption key. Option B, set the access permission for the S3 bucket to allow public access to enable access over the internet. Option C, use the prompt engineering technique to tell the model to look for information in Amazon S3. D, ensure that the S3 does not contain the sensitive information. So here options are pretty long, but you can take your time to go through all these and guess the correct answer. So here correct answer will be, you can pause the video if you want. Correct answer here will be option A, ensure that the role that Amazon Bedrock assumes has the permission to decrypt data with the correct encryption key. Because the IAM role used by the application must have the permission to access and decrypt the data. Assigning the correct permission to the role ensure that the FM can access the encrypted data. So it will be the only correct answer. It doesn't have any relation. It also is, this one is also not correct. This is also not correct here. Now question number 10. A company want to use language model to create an application for inference on edge devices. The inference must have the lowest latency possible. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Deploy optimized small language models on edge devices. Option B, deploy optimized large language models on edge devices. Option C, incorporate a centralized small language models API for asynchronous communication with edge devices. Option D, incorporate a centralized large language model API for asynchronous communication with edge devices. So take your time to guess the correct answer, and you may pause the video as well if you want. So I am going to reveal the correct answer for the last question of this video, and the correct answer here will be option A, deploy optimized small language models on edge devices. And this is because deploying optimized small language models on edge devices ensure low latency, because the inference happens directly on the devices without relying on the cloud communication. And small language models are lightweight and designed to run efficiently on devices with limited resources, making them ideal for the edge computing. Now question number 11. A company want to build an ML model by using Amazon SageMaker. The company need to share and manage variables for model development across multiple teams. Which SageMaker feature meet these requirements? Here are the options. Amazon SageMaker Feature Store, Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler, Amazon SageMaker Clarify, Amazon SageMaker Model Cards. Take your time to guess the correct answer. Option A will be the correct answer. Amazon SageMaker Feature Store. This is because it ensures all teams have access to a centralized store of features, improving consistency and collaboration in ML workflows. Now question number 12. A company want to use generative AI to increase developer productivity and software development. The company want to use Amazon Q Developer. What can Amazon Q Developer do to help the company meet these requirements? Here are the options. Create software snippets, reference tracking, and open source license tracking. Option B, run an application without provisioning or managing servers. Option C, Enable voice command for coding and providing natural language search. Option D. Convert audio files to text document by using ML models. So I am going to reveal the correct answer here. The correct answer here will be option A. Create software snippets, reference tracking and open source license tracking. This is because Amazon Q Developer is a generative AI tool designed to assist developer by increasing productivity. It helps in generating software snippets, automating reference tracking and managing open source licenses, which directly benefits the software development lifecycle. Now question number 13th. A financial institution is using Amazon Bedrock to develop an AI application. The application is hosted in a VPC. To meet regulatory compliance standard, the VPC is not allowed to access any internet traffic. Which AWS service or feature will meet these requirements? So the options are AWS Private Link, Amazon Mesh, Amazon CloudFront, Internet Gateway. And it may be the obvious answer for you, because whenever the VPC is not allowed to access any internet traffic, the correct answer will be AWS Private Link, because it is used to securely access AWS services from a VPC without exposing traffic to the public internet. And due to this reason, it ensures compliance and regulatory standard that prohibit internet access, as all the communication will happen over the private AWS network. And internet gateway also use the public internet, so it is also not beneficial. Now question number 14. A company want to develop an educational game where users answer questions such as the following. A jar contains 6 red, 4 green and 3 yellow marbles. What is the probability of choosing a green marble from the jar? Which solution meet this requirement with the least operational overhead? Here are the options. Use supervised learning to create a regression model that will predict the probability. Option B. Use reinforcement learning to train a model to return the probability. Option C. Use code that will calculate the probability by using simple rules and computations. Option D. Use supervised learning to create a model that will estimate probability density. So it will be quite surprising here, because we are discussing about AI and the options that are related to AI are supervised learning option A, reinforcement learning option B, unsupervised learning option D. But the correct answer here will be option C. Use code that will calculate probability by using simple rules and computation, because here the keyword is least operational overhead and the answer is to use simple code, because it can meet a requirement. We are not supposed to give any fancy answer like supervised learning or reinforcement learning. Like if simple code can fulfill our requirement, we are not supposed to use the AI because of this option, because of this keyword, least operational overhead. Now question number 15. Which metric measures the runtime efficiency of the operating AI models? Here are the options. Customer satisfaction score CSAT. Option B. Training time for each epoch. Option C. Average response time. Option D. Number of training instances. Take your time to guess the answer. So correct answer here will be option C, average response time, because it measures how quickly an AI model produces predictions or outputs during the runtime. So it makes it key metric for evaluating the runtime efficiency of AI model. Now question number 16. A company is building a contact center application and want to gain insights from customer conversation. The company want to analyze and extract key information from the audio of the customer calls. Which solution meet this requirement? Option A. Build a conversational chatbot by using Amazon Lex. Option B. Transcribe call recording by using Amazon Transcribe. Option C, extract information from call recording by using Amazon SageMaker model monitor. Option D, create classification label by using Amazon Comprehend. So you may be confused between option A and B, but you can take your time to guess the correct answer. So correct answer here will be option B, transcribe call recording by using Amazon Transcribe, because the keyword here is from the audio of the customer. So whenever we want to convert the audio into the text, we have to use transcribe. So by using the Amazon Transcribe, we will be able to convert the audio into the text. Then we can use that text in whatever format or whatever tool that we want. Now question number 17. A company has petabyte of unlabeled customer data to use for an advertisement campaign. The company wants to classify its customer into tiers to advertise and promote the company's product. Which methodology should the company use to meet these requirements? And options are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning from human feedback. So it must be quite simple for you, because the keyword here is unlabeled data, and we know wherever unlabeled data is used, it is unsupervised learning. If it is labeled data, then supervised learning is there, and if learning is from the surroundings or the continuous feedback, then it is reinforcement learning. Wherever the learning from the environment is there, it is reinforcement learning. So correct answer here will be unsupervised learning. Now question number 18. An AI practitioner wants to use a foundational model to design a search application. The search application must handle the queries that have text and images. Which type of FM model should the AI practitioner use to power the search application? So here are the options: multimodal embedding model, text embedding model, option C, multimodal generation model, option D, image generation model. So take your time to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option A, multimodal embedding model, because it is specifically designed to process and understand various type of data, including text and images, and by converting both text and images inputs into numerical representations, it enables the model to compare and understand the relationship between them. So option A is correct here. Now question number 19th. A company uses a foundational model from Amazon Bedrock for an AI search tool. The company wants to fine tune the model to be more accurate by using company's data. Which strategy will successfully fine tune the model? Option A, provide label data with the prompt field and the completion field. Option B, prepare the training dataset by creating a .text file that contains multiple lines in .csv format. Option C, purchase provisioned throughput for Amazon Bedrock. Option D, train the model on journals and textbook. Taking a pause. So now the correct answer here will be option A, provide label data with prompt field and the completion field. Because fine tuning a foundation model involves providing labeled training data where each example consists of a prompt, that is the input to the model, and a completion, that is the desired output. Here the prompt means the input to the model and completion means the desired output. So this structure helps the model learn a specific pattern or behavior tailored to the company's data and the use case. Now question number 20. A company wants to use AI to protect its application from threats. The AI solution needs to check if an IP address is from a suspicious source. Which solution meets these requirements? Here are the options: build a speech recognition system, create a natural language processing named entity recognition system, develop an anomaly detection system. Option D, create a fraud forecasting system. So the correct answer here will be option C, develop an anomaly detection system, because an anomaly detection system is designed to identify unusual pattern or behavior within the data. So it will help us to find the suspicious source. Now question number 21. Which feature of Amazon Open Search service gives companies the ability to build vector database application? And here are the options. Integration with Amazon S3 for object store, support for geospatial indexing and queries. Option C, scalable index management and nearest neighbor search capability. Option D, ability to perform real-time analysis on streaming data. Take your time to guess the answer. So correct answer here will be option C, scalable index management and nearest neighbor search capability. The key feature of Amazon Open Search service that enables companies to build vector database application is its KNN functionality, that is K nearest neighbor, is specifically provided through the KNN plugin. So this allows Open Search service to act as a vector database with efficient vector similarity search capabilities. So option C is correct here. Now question number 22nd. Which option is a use case for generative AI models? Improving network security by using intrusion detection system. Option B, creating photorealistic images from text descriptions for digital marketing. Option C, enhancing database performance by using optimized indexing. Option D, analyzing financial data to forecast market trends. So correct answer here will be option B, creating photorealistic images from text descriptions for digital marketing. And this is because generative AI models are designed to create new content, which includes generating images, text, audio, or other type of media based on the input data. And due to this reason, for this use case, option B will be the correct option. Now question number 23rd. A company want to build a generative AI application by using Amazon Bedrock and need to choose a foundation model. The company want to know how much information can fit into one prompt. Which consideration will inform the company's decision? Option A, temperature. Option B, context window. Option C, batch size. Option D, model size. The correct answer here will be option B, context window, because the context window of a foundation model determines how much information can fit into one prompt. So it may refer to the maximum number of tokens, words, character or subword that the model can process in a single input prompt, including the input and the output combined. So the context window determines how much information can fit into one prompt, and the answer due to this reason is option B. Now question number 24th. A company want to make a chatbot to help customers. The chatbot will solve technical problems without human intervention. The company choose a foundation model for the chatbot. The chatbot need to produce responses that adhere to company tone. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Set a low limit on the number of tokens the FM can produce. Option B, use batch inferencing to process detailed responses. Option C, experiment and refine the prompt until the FM produces the desired responses. Option D, define a higher number of temperature parameter. Now I am going to reveal the correct answer. The correct answer here will be option C, experiment and refine the prompt until the FM produces the desired output or desired responses. And this is because refining the prompt is the key to aligning the chatbot responses with the company's tone and guidelines. Foundation models respond significantly to how prompts are phrased, making prompt engineering a powerful tool for achieving the desired behavior. So, experimenting and refining the prompt until the FM produces the desired output is the correct answer here. Now, question number 25th. A company want to use a large language model on Amazon Bedrock for sentiment analysis. The company want to classify the sentiment of a text passage as positive or negative. Which prompt engineering strategy meet these requirements? Here are the options. Provide examples of text passages with corresponding positive or negative labels in the prompt, followed by new text passages to be classified. Option B. Provide a detailed explanation of sentiment analysis and how LLMs work in the prompt. Option C. Provide new text passages to be classified without any additional context or examples. Option D. Provide the new text passages with few examples of unrelated tasks such as text summarization or question answering. So these options are little longer, so take your time to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option A. Provide examples of text passages with corresponding positive or negative labels in the prompt, followed by new text passages to be classified. Because by providing examples of text passages along with their corresponding sentiment labels, that is positive or negative, the model can learn from these examples how to classify the sentiment of the new text passages effectively. So option A is correct here. Now moving towards question number 26. A security company is using Amazon Bedrock to run foundation models. The company want to ensure that only authorized users invoke the models. The company need to identify any unauthorized access attempts to set appropriate AWS identity and access management policies and roles for the future iteration of the FMs. Which AWS service should the company use to identify unauthorized users that are trying to access the Amazon Bedrock? And here are the options. AWS Audit Manager, option B AWS CloudTrail, option C Amazon Fraud Detector, option D AWS Trusted Advisor. So here correct answer is option B AWS CloudTrail, because it is the most suitable service for identifying unauthorized access attempt to the Amazon Bedrock, as it provides detailed logging and monitoring of API call across all AWS services. So it helps to ensure security and compliance. Now question number 27. A company has developed an ML model for image classification. The company want to deploy the model to production so that a web application can use that model. The company need to implement a solution to host the model and serve prediction without managing any of the underlying infrastructure. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Use Amazon SageMaker serverless inference to deploy the model. Use Amazon CloudFront to deploy the model. Use Amazon API Gateway to host the model and serve predictions. Option D. Use AWS Batch to host the model and serve predictions. Try to guess the correct answer here. I am pausing for a moment. So correct answer here will be option A. Use Amazon SageMaker serverless inference to deploy the model. Because SageMaker serverless inference allows you to deploy ML model without managing any underlying infrastructure, which directly meets the company requirement here. As it is mentioned here, without managing any of the underlying infrastructure. So option A is correct here. Now question number 28. An AI company periodically evaluates its systems and processes with the help of independent software vendors. The company need to receive email messages notification when an ISV's compliance report become available. Which AWS service can the company use to meet this requirement? And options are here: AWS Audit Manager, AWS Artifact, AWS Trusted Advisor, and option D AWS Data Exchange. And the correct answer here will be option B, AWS Artifact, because it is the central resource for accessing compliance related documents and report such as those provided by independent software vendors. And here that is the requirement of this question, and hence AWS Artifact is the correct answer here. User can also subscribe to the notification to receive alert when new compliance reports are available. So this makes it the perfect choice for this question. And now question number 29. A company want to use a large language model to develop a conversational agent. The company need to prevent the LLM from being manipulated with common prompt engineering techniques to perform undesirable actions or expose sensitive information. Which action will reduce these risks? And here are the options. Create a prompt template that teaches the LLM to detect attack patterns. Option B, increase the temperature parameter on invocation request to the LLM. Option C, avoid using LLMs that are not listed in Amazon SageMaker. Option D, decrease the number of input tokens on the invocation of the LLM. So take your time to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option A, create a prompt template that teaches the LLM to detect the attack patterns. Because creating a prompt template that teaches the LLM to identify and resist common prompt engineering attacks such as prompt injection or adversarial queries help prevent manipulation. And by explicitly guiding the LLM to ignore requests that deviate from its intended purpose will help you here, because you can mitigate risk like exposing sensitive information or executing undesirable actions by using this method. Now question number 30. A company is using generative AI security scoping metrics to assess security responsibilities for its solution. The company has identified 4 different solution scopes based on the metrics. Which solution scope gives the company the most ownership of the security responsibilities? And here are the options. Using a third party enterprise application that has embedded generative AI features. Option B, building an application by using an existing third party generative AI foundational model. Refining an existing third party generative AI foundation model by fine tuning the model by using data specific to the business. Building and training a generative AI model from scratch by using specific data that a customer owns. So these are the options. Please take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option D, building and training a generative AI model from scratch by using specific data that a customer owns, because it gives the company the most ownership of the security responsibilities, as they are responsible for all aspects of models development and deployment. So if you are using any third party model or something, not help you in taking the complete control of that model. So building from the scratch will help you, and that is the correct answer. Now question number 31. An AI practitioner has a database of animal photos. The AI practitioner wants to automatically identify and categorize the animals in the photos without manual human intervention. Which strategy meets these requirements? Here are the options. Object detection. Option B, anomaly detection. Option C, named entity recognition. Option D, inpainting. So take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A, object detection, because object detection is a computer vision technique that identifies and categorizes object within an image. In this scenario, it can automatically detect animals in the photos and assign them to the categories, for example, dog, cat, bird. So this approach aligns perfectly with the requirement to identify and categorize animal without human manual intervention or without manual human effort. So now question number 32. A company want to create an application by using Amazon Bedrock. The company has a limited budget and prefers flexibility without long-term commitment. Which Amazon Bedrock pricing model meet these requirements? Here are the options: on demand, model customization, provision throughput, spot instances. Take your time. I'm taking a little pause. So the correct answer here will be option A, on demand, because the on demand pricing model for the Amazon Bedrock provides the flexibility and allows the company to pay only for what they use without requiring long term commitment or upfront payments. So this is ideal for a company that has limited budget and that need to control cost while maintaining flexibility. And spot instances are not suitable here because Amazon Bedrock does not rely on spot instances due to their unpredictable nature. And now, question number 33. Which AWS service or feature can help an AI development team quickly deploy and consume a foundation model within the team's VPC? Here are the options: Amazon Personalize, Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart, option C Party Rock and Amazon Bedrock Playground, option D Amazon SageMaker Endpoints. Take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart, because it provides security features including the ability to integrate with virtual private cloud, ensuring secure communication and data transfer during machine learning tasks. So SageMaker Jumpstart simplifies the process of building, training and deploying ML model by offering ready to use resources and templates. And now question number 34. How can companies use large language models securely on Amazon Bedrock? Option A, design clear and specific prompts, configure AWS identity and access management roles and policies by using list privilege access. Option B, enable AWS audit manager for automatic model evaluation jobs. Option C, enable Amazon Bedrock automatic model evaluation jobs. Option D, use Amazon CloudWatch logs to make models explainable and to monitor for bias. So the correct answer here will be option A, design clear and specific prompts, configure AWS identity and access management roles and policies by using list privilege access. Design and clear specific prompt, first part, this is useful because it reduces the risk of unintended or harmful output. So well defined prompt help and guide the model's responses and minimize the potential for bias or misinformation. And second part, that is IAM, is crucial to protect sensitive data and prevent unauthorized access to LLM. Now question number 35th. A company has terabyte of data in a database that the company can use for business analysis. The company want to build an AI based application that can build a SQL query from input text that employees provide. The employees have minimal experience with technology. Which solution meet this requirement? Option A, generative pre-trained transformers GPT. Option B, residual neural network. Option C, support vector machine. Option D, WaveNet. So correct answer here will be option A, generative pre-trained transformers, because GPT models are specifically designed for understanding and generating human language. They excel at tasks like text translation, question answering and crucially code generation from natural language descriptions. So this makes them ideal for converting employee input into SQL queries. Now question number 36. A company built a deep learning model for object detection and deployed the model to production. Which AI process occurs when the model analyzes a new image to identify objects? Option A, training. Option B, inference. Option C, model deployment. Option D, bias correction. So the correct answer here will be inference, because AI inference is the process that a trained machine learning model uses to draw conclusion from a brand new data. An AI model capable of making inferences can do so without examples of the desired results. Now question number 37. An AI practitioner is building a model to generate images from human in various professions. The AI practitioner discovered that the input data is biased and that specific attribute affect the image generation and create bias in the model. Which technique will solve the problem? Options are data augmentation for imbalanced classes. Option B, model monitoring for class distribution. Option C, retrieval augmented generation. Option D, watermark detection for images. Try to guess the answer. So the correct answer here will be option A, data augmentation for imbalanced classes. Because here we are working on the bias. There should not be bias. So data augmentation for imbalanced classes will resolve the issue. So option A is going to be the correct answer. Now question number 38. A company is implementing the Amazon Titan Foundation model by using Amazon Bedrock. The company needs to supplement the model by using relevant data from company's private data sources. Which solution will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Use a different FM foundation model. Choose a lower temperature value. Option C, create an Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. Option D, enable model invocation logging. So the correct answer here will be option C, create an Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. This is because it allows you to incorporate your company's proprietary data into foundation model, and by feeding the model with relevant information, you can enhance its ability to generate more accurate and informative responses. Now question number 39. A medical company is customizing a foundation model for diagnostic purpose. The company needs the model to be transparent and explainable to meet regulatory requirements. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Configure the security and compliance by using Amazon Inspector. Option B, generate simple metrics, report and example by using Amazon SageMaker Clarify. Option C, encrypt and secure training data by using Amazon Massey. Option D, gather more data, use Amazon Recognition to add custom labels to the data. And the correct answer here will be option B, generate simple matrix report and example by using Amazon SageMaker Clarify. This is because Amazon SageMaker Clarify is specifically designed to help machine learning models more transparent and explainable by generating metrics and report on model bias, data bias and feature importance. So option B is correct here. Now question number 40. A company wants to deploy a conversational chatbot to answer customer question. The chatbot is based on a fine-tuned Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart model. The application must comply with multiple regulatory frameworks. Which capabilities can the company show compliance for? Choose two. Here are the options. Auto scaling inference endpoints. Option B, threat detection. Option C, data protection. Option D, cost optimization. Option E, loosely coupled microservices. So correct answer here will be option B and option C, threat detection and data protection. Because these are the two key capabilities that can help company meet regulatory compliance requirements when deploying a conversational chatbot using SageMaker Jumpstart. Now question number 41. A company is training a foundation model. The company wants to increase the accuracy of the model up to a specific acceptance level. Which solution will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Decrease the batch size. Option B, increase the epochs. C, decrease the epochs. Option D, increase the temperature parameter. So try to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option B, increase the epochs. Because increasing the number of epochs allows the model to continue learning from the data, potentially improving its accuracy as it trains on more examples. However, there is a risk of overfitting if epochs are increased too much. Now question number 42. A company is building a large language model question answering chatbot. The company wants to decrease the number of actions call center employees need to take to respond to customer questions. Which business objective should the company use to evaluate the effect of LLM chatbot? Here are the options. Website engagement rate. Option B, average call duration. Option C, corporate social responsibility. Option D, regulatory compliance. And the correct answer here will be option B, average call duration. Because average call duration is a key metric for evaluating efficiency of a question answering chatbot in call center environment. And by reducing the number of actions employees need to take, the chatbot can help streamlining customer interaction, resulting in shorter call duration. So option B is correct here. Now question number 43rd. Which functionality does Amazon SageMaker Clarify provide? And here are the options. Integrates a retrieval augmented generation workflow. Option B, monitors the quality of ML model in production. Option C, document critical details about ML models. Option D, identify potential bias during data preparation. And the correct answer here will be option D, identifies potential bias during data preparation. This is because SageMaker clarifies helps identifying potential bias during data preparation without writing code. You specify input features such as gender or age, and SageMaker Clarify runs an analysis job to detect potential bias in those features. So option D is correct here. Now question number 44. A company is developing a new model to predict the prices of specific items. The model performed well on the training datasets. When the company deployed the model to production, the model's performance decreased significantly. What should the company do to mitigate this problem? Option A, reduce the volume of data that is being used in training. Option B, add hyperparameter to the model. Option C, increase volume of data that is used in training. Option D, increase the model training time. So correct answer here will be option C, increase the volume of data that is being used in training. Because increasing the volume of data used in training can help improve the model's performance in production by providing it with more diverse examples to learn from. Now question number 45th. An e-commerce company wants to build a solution to determine customer sentiment based on written customer review of product. Which AWS service meet these requirements? Choose two. Option A, Amazon Lex. Option B, Amazon Comprehend. Option C, Amazon Poly. Option D, Amazon Bedrock. Option E, Amazon Recognition. And the correct answer here will be option B and D, Amazon Comprehend and Amazon Bedrock. Because Amazon Comprehend is a natural language processing service that uses machine learning to uncover insights and text and relationship in text. It offers sentiment analysis capabilities out of box which can directly determine the sentiments positive, negative, neutral or mixed expressed in customer reviews. And Amazon Bedrock is fully managed service that makes foundation model accessible with simple API calls. So it allows you to build generative AI application for various use cases including sentiment analysis. So option B and option D are the correct answer here. Now question number 46. A company wants to use large language models with Amazon Bedrock to develop a chat interface for the company's product manual. The manuals are stored as PDF files. Which solution meets this requirement most cost effectively? Option A, use prompt engineering to add one PDF file as context to user prompt when the prompt is submitted to Amazon Bedrock. Option B, use prompt engineering to add all the PDF files as context to the user prompt when the prompt is submitted to Amazon Bedrock. Option C, use all the PDF document to fine tune a model with Amazon Bedrock. Use the fine tune model to process the user prompt. Option D, upload PDF document to an Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. Use the knowledge base to provide context when user submit prompt to Amazon Bedrock. So options are quite lengthy, so take your time to guess the correct answer here. And correct answer here will be option D, upload PDF document to an Amazon Bedrock knowledge base. Use the knowledge base to provide context when user submit prompt to Amazon Bedrock. This is because using a knowledge base allows for efficient retrieval of relevant information from the PDF without having to include all the content in every prompt. So option D is correct here. Now question number 47. A social media company want to use large language model for content moderation. The company want to evaluate LLM output for bias and potential discrimination against a specific group or individuals. Which data source should the company use to evaluate LLM output with the least administrative effort? Option A, user generated content. Option B, moderation logs. Option C, content moderation guidelines. Option D, benchmark datasets. Now I am going to reveal the correct answer, and the correct answer here will be option D, benchmark datasets. Because benchmark datasets are specifically designed to test the performance of language models on various tasks, including bias detection. They often contain diverse data that can help them identify potential bias in LLM's output. So option D is correct here. Now question number 48. A company want to use a pre-trained generative AI model to generate content for its marketing campaigns. The company need to ensure that the generated content aligns with the company's brand voice and messaging requirement. Which solution will meet these requirements? Option A, optimize model architecture and hyperparameter to improve model overall performance. Option B, increase model's complexity by adding more layer to the model's architecture. Option C, create effective prompt that provide clear instructions and context to guide the model's generation. Option D, select a large diverse dataset to pre-train a new generative model. And the correct answer here will be option C, create effective prompt that provide clear instructions and context to guide the model's generation. Because prompt engineering is crucial technique to ensure that a pre-trained generative AI model generates content that align with the company's brand voice and messaging requirement. And by carefully crafting prompt, you can guide the model to produce specific, relevant and own brand content. So option C is correct here. Now question number 49. A loan company is building a generative AI based solution to offer new applicants discount based on specific business criteria. The company want to build and use an AI model responsibly to minimize bias that could negatively affect some customers. Which action should the company take to meet this requirement? Here are the options. Detect imbalance or disparities in the data. Option B, ensure that the model runs frequently. Option C, evaluate model's behavior so that the company can provide transparency to stakeholders. Option D, use the recall oriented understudy for gisting evaluation technique to ensure that the model is 100% accurate. Option E, ensure that the model's inference time is within the accepted limit. And the correct answer here will be option A, detect imbalances or disparities in the data, and option C, evaluate the model's behavior so that the company can provide transparency to stakeholders. And option B is not correct here because frequent model run doesn't address bias or responsible AI. And option D, rogue, is not correct here because it is used for text summarization evaluation, not landing decisions. And option E is wrong here because inference time is about performance, not for fairness or responsibility. So option A and option C are correct here. Now question number 50. A company is using an Amazon Bedrock based model to summarize document for an internal use case. The company trained a custom model to improve the summarization quality. Which action must the company take to use the custom model through the Amazon Bedrock? Option A, purchase provisioned throughput for custom model. Option B, deploy the custom model in Amazon SageMaker endpoint for real-time inference. Option C, register the model with Amazon SageMaker model registry. Option D, grant access to the custom model in Amazon Bedrock. Take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will be option A, purchase provisioned throughput for the custom model. Now question number 51. A company need to choose a model from Amazon Bedrock to use internally. The company must identify a model that generates responses in style that companies employees prefer. What should the company do to meet these requirements? And here are the options. Evaluate models by using built-in prompt datasets. Option B, evaluate the models by using human workforce and custom prompt datasets. Option C, use public model leaderboards to identify the model. Option D, use model invocation latency runtime metrics in Amazon CloudWatch when trying models. So take your time to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option B, evaluate the models by using a human workforce and custom prompt datasets. Because this approach ensures that the evaluation is tailored to the company's specific needs. And by using human workforce to test how model generate responses and customizing prompt dataset, the company can assess how well the model aligns with the style that their employees prefer. So this is the most effective method for evaluating and selecting a model of the desired output style. So option B is correct here. Now question number 52. A student at a university is copying content from generative AI to write essays. Which challenge of the responsible generative AI does this scenario represent? And here are the options. Toxicity, hallucinations. Option C, plagiarism. Option D, hallucinations. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, plagiarism. It is because the content that is generated by AI is not considered your own original work, and it is just a rewritten version of existing content that won't be properly referenced. So it is a form of ghostwriting, and this complete scenario is called plagiarism. Now question number 53rd. A company need to build its own large language model based on only the company's private data. The company is concerned about the environmental effect of the training process. Which Amazon EC2 instance type has the least environmental effect when training LLMs? And here are the options. Amazon EC2 C series, Amazon EC2 G series, Amazon EC2 P series, Amazon EC2 TRN series. So try to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option D, Amazon EC2 TRN series. Because these instances are built for the purpose of training machine learning models and are designed to deliver high performance while optimizing energy efficiency. So option D, EC2 TRN series is the correct answer. Also, they use AWS Trainium chips which are specifically engineered for ML training workload, providing excellent performance per watt and reducing environmental impact of large scale training processes. So option D, TRN series is the correct answer here. Now question number 54. A company want to build an interactive application for children that generate new stories based on classic stories. The company want to use Amazon Bedrock and need to ensure that the results and topics are appropriate for children. Which AWS service or feature will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Amazon Recognition. Option D, Amazon Bedrock Playground. Option C, Guardrail for Amazon Bedrock. Option D, Agent for Amazon Bedrock. So the correct answer here will be option C, Guardrail for Amazon Bedrock. Because Guardrail helps to filter the unnecessary content and release only appropriate results and topics for the children. And now question number 56. A digital device company want to predict customer demand for memory hardware. The company does not have coding experience or knowledge of ML algorithm and need to develop a data-driven predictive model. The company need to perform analysis on internal data and external data. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Store the data in Amazon S3, create ML models and demand forecast prediction by using Amazon SageMaker built-in algorithm that use the data from Amazon S3. Option B, import the data into Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler, create ML models and demand forecast predictions by using SageMaker built-in algorithm. Option C, import the data into Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler, built ML model and demand forecast prediction by using Amazon personalized trending now recipe. Option D, import the data into Amazon SageMaker canvas, build ML model and demand forecast prediction by selecting the values in data from SageMaker canvas. So options are pretty lengthy, so take your time to guess the correct answer. So the correct answer here will be option D, import the data into Amazon SageMaker canvas, build ML model and demand forecast prediction by selecting the values in the data from SageMaker canvas. Because Amazon SageMaker canvas is a no-code machine learning service that allows users without coding or ML experience to build predictive models. So it enables the company to import data, perform analysis and build ML model through an easy to use graphical user interface. So option D is correct here. Now question number 57. A company has installed a security camera. The company uses ML model to evaluate the security camera footage for potential thefts. The company has discovered that the model disproportionately flags people who are a member of a specific ethnic group. Which type of bias is affecting the model output? Here are the options: measurement bias, sampling bias, observer bias, confirmation bias. So take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, sampling bias. Because sampling bias occurs when training data used for ML model is not representative of the real world population. And in this case, model disproportionately flags members of a specific ethnic group. Like because the training set was not balanced or representative of all groups. So option B, sampling bias is correct answer here. Now question number 58. A company is building a customer service chatbot. The company wants the chatbot to improve its responses by learning from the past interactions and online resources. Which AI learning strategy provides the self-improvement capability? And here are the options. Supervised learning with a manually curated dataset of good responses and bad responses. Option B, reinforcement learning with reward for positive customer feedback. Option C, unsupervised learning to find cluster of similar customer inquiries. Option D, supervised learning with a continuously updated FAQ database. Now I am going to reveal the correct answer, and the correct answer here will be option B, reinforcement learning with reward for positive customer feedback. And this method allows the chatbot to learn from the outcome of its action, essentially receiving reward for positive customer feedback and adjusting its responses according to maximize those reward in the future. And whenever self improvement or learning from the environment and learning from the past interaction come into the question, reinforcement learning will be the correct answer. Now question number 59. An AI practitioner has built a deep learning model to classify the types of material in images. The AI practitioner now wants to measure the model performance. Which metric will help the AI practitioner evaluate the performance of the model? And here are the options: A. Confusion matrix, B. Correlation matrix, C. R2 score, D. Mean squared error. And the correct answer here will be option A confusion matrix. Because a confusion matrix is the key metric for evaluating classification model. It provides a summary of model's prediction, showing the true positive, false positive, true negative and false negative counts. So this allows the AI practitioner to understand how well the model is classifying the different type of material and help in calculating other important metrics like accuracy, precision, recall and F1 score. So option A, confusion matrix, is the correct answer here. Now question number 60. The company has built a chatbot that can respond to natural language questions with images. The company wants to ensure that the chatbot does not return inappropriate or unwanted images. Which solution meet these requirements? And here are the options. Implement moderation APIs. Option B, retrain the model with a general public datasets. Option C, perform model validation. Option D, automate user feedback integration. And the correct answer here will be option A, implement moderation APIs. Because moderation APIs are designed to filter and flag inappropriate or unwanted content. And it ensures that the chatbot does not return harmful or unsuitable images. And these APIs can scan images before they are returned to the user and block or flag any content that violate the company's guidelines. So it will flag or block the content before it reaches to the user. So option A, implement moderation APIs, is the correct answer here. Now question number 61. An AI practitioner is using Amazon Bedrock base model to summarize session chats from the customer service department. The AI practitioner wants to store invocations logs to monitor model input and output data. Which strategy should the AI practitioner use? And here are the options. Configure AWS CloudTrail as the logs destination for the model. Option B, enable invocation logging in Amazon Bedrock. Option C, configure AWS Audit Manager as the logs destination for the model. Option D, configure model invocation logging in Amazon Event Bridge. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, enable invocation logging in Amazon Bedrock. Because Amazon Bedrock provides a built-in option to enable invocation logging, and this feature allows you to capture and store detailed logs for model invocations, including input and output data, which helps you monitor and analyze the performance and behavior of the model. So option B, enable invocation logging in Amazon Bedrock, is the correct option here. Now question number 62. A company is building an ML model to analyze archived data. The company must perform inference on large dataset that are multiple GBs in size. The company does not need to access the model prediction immediately. Which Amazon SageMaker inference option will meet these requirements? And here are the options. Batch transform. Option B, real-time inference. Option C, serverless inference. Option D, asynchronous inference. And the correct answer here will be option A, batch transform. Because batch transform is ideal for processing large datasets in bulk when immediate responses are not needed. It supports multiple GB sized datasets and can handle inference without requiring an endpoint to always be active. And since the company is working with archived data and does not need real-time prediction, batch processing is the most efficient and cost-effective choice here. And hence option A, batch transform, is correct answer here. Now question number 63. Which term describes the numerical representation of real world object and concept that AI and natural language processing model use to improve understanding of textual information? Option A, embeddings. Option B, tokens. Option C, models. Option D, binaries. And the correct answer here will be option A, embeddings. Because embeddings are the numerical representation of real world objects, word, phrases or concepts in continuous vector space. They enable AI and natural language processing model to understand and process textual information by capturing semantic relationships and contextual meaning of word and phrases. So option A, embeddings, is the correct answer here. Now question number 64. A research company implemented a chatbot by using a foundation model from Amazon Bedrock. The chatbot searches for answers to questions from a large database of research papers. After multiple prompt engineering attempts, the company notices that the FM is performing poorly because of the complex scientific terms in research paper. How can the company improve performance of the chatbot? And here are the options. Use few-shot prompting to define how the FM can answer the questions. Option B, use domain adaptation fine-tuning to adapt the FM model to complex scientific terms. Option C, change FM inference parameters. Option D, clean the research paper data to remove complex scientific terms. Now I am going to reveal the correct answer, and the correct answer here will be option B, use domain adaptation fine-tuning to adapt the FM to complex scientific terms. Because adaptation fine-tuning involves training the foundation model further on domain-specific data. In this case, complex scientific terms and research papers. So this process helps the model better understand and accurately respond to specialized language and concept, thereby improving the chatbot's performance in handling intricate scientific queries. So domain adaptation simply means training any foundation model on specific data, and in this case it will train it on complex scientific terms, so it will resolve the issue that is being there in the question. So option B is correct. Now question number 65. A company want to use a large language model on Amazon Bedrock for sentiment analysis. The company needs the LLM to produce more consistent responses to the same input prompt. Which adjustment to an inference parameter should the company make to meet this requirement? Here in the question, input is same, but output should be more consistent. So adjustment to the inference parameter is required. What will be the correct answer? And here are the options: decrease the temperature value, increase the temperature value. Option C, decrease the length of output token. Option D, increase maximum generation length. Correct answer here will be option A, decrease temperature value, because lowering the temperature value in LLM controls the randomness of the model's output. So a lower temperature close to 0 makes the model prediction more deterministic and consistent, leading to similar output for identical prompts. So this particularly benefits in the task like sentiment analysis, where consistency and reliability in responses are crucial. So option A is correct. Now question number 66. A company want to develop a large language model application by using Amazon Bedrock and customer data that is uploaded to Amazon S3. The company's security policy states that each team can access data for only the team's own customers. Which solution will meet this requirement? Here are the options. Create an Amazon Bedrock custom service role for each team that has access to only the team's customer data. Option B, create a customer service role that has Amazon S3 access. Ask team to specify the customer name on each Amazon Bedrock request. Option C, redact personal data in Amazon S3. Update the S3 bucket policy to allow team access to customer data. Option D, create one Amazon Bedrock role that has full Amazon S3 access. Create IAM role for each team that have access to only each team's customer folders. Take your time to guess the correct answer because options are quite confusing and lengthy at the same time. And the correct answer here will be, if you want to take more time, you can just pause the video. And the correct answer here will be option A, create an Amazon Bedrock customer service role for each team that has access to only the team's customer data. Because adhere to principle of least privilege, and by creating a custom service role for each team that grant access to only to their specific customer data in S3, you ensure compliance with the principle of least privilege. So option A is correct here. Now question number 67. A medical company deployed a disease detection model on Amazon Bedrock to comply with privacy policies. The company wants to prevent the model from including personal patient information in its responses. The company wants to receive notification when policy violation occurs. Which solution will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Use Amazon Messi to scan model's output for sensitive data and set up alerts for potential violations. Option B, configure AWS CloudTrail to monitor the model's responses and create alerts for any detected personal information. Option B, use guardrails for Amazon Bedrock to filter content. Set up Amazon CloudWatch alarms for notification of policy violations. Option D, implement Amazon SageMaker model monitor to detect data drift and receive alert when model quality degrades. Take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, use guardrails for Amazon Bedrock to filter content. Set up Amazon CloudWatch alarm for notification of policy violations. Because we have already discussed in this series, guardrails are used in Amazon Bedrock to filter the content, so that we get the proper content only. And if there is any violation, for the notification purpose, we could use CloudWatch alarms. So option C is correct. So guardrails is to prevent and CloudWatch is to notify. And both the requirement of the question has been met in option C. So it is correct answer here. Now question number 68. A company manually reviews all submitted resumes in PDF format. As the company grows, the company expects the volume of resumes to exceed the company's review capacity. The company needs an automated system to convert the PDF resumes into plain text format for additional processing. Which AWS service meets these requirements? Option A, Amazon Textract. Option B, Amazon Personalize. Option C, Amazon Lex. Option D, Amazon Transcribe. This one should be easy one for you. And option which is correct here is option A, Amazon Textract, because it is specifically designed to extract text and structured data from various type of document including PDF. It can efficiently convert resume from PDF format into plain text for further processing. So correct answer is option A. Now question number 69. A education provider is building a question and answer application that uses a generative AI model to explain complex concepts. The education provider will give the model the age range of the users who has asked the question. Which solution meet these requirements with the least implementation efforts? And here are the options. Fine-tune the model by using additional training data that is representative of the various age ranges that application will support. Option B, add a role description to prompt context that instructs the model of the age range that the response should target. Option C, use chain of thought reasoning to deduce the correct style and complexity for a response suitable for that user. Option D, summarize the response text depending on the age of the user so that younger user receives shorter responses. Take your time to guess the answer. Please pause the video if you need more time. I am going to reveal the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, add a role description to prompt context that instruct the model of age range that the response should target. Because adding a role description to the prompt is a straightforward approach that requires minimal changes to the existing model infrastructure. This method leverages prompt engineering, which is often easier and faster to implement than fine-tuning or retraining a model. So option B is correct here, because least implementation effort is the key requirement of the question. Now question number 70. Which strategy evaluates the accuracy of a foundation model that is used in image classification task? Here are the options. Calculate the total cost of resources used by the model. Option B, measure model accuracy against a predefined benchmark datasets. Option C, count the number of layers in the neural network. Option D, assess the color accuracy of images processed by model. And the correct answer here will be option B, measures the model accuracy against a predefined benchmark set, because this is the correct strategy for evaluating the performance of a foundation model in an image classification task. And accuracy is typically evaluated by comparing the model's prediction to the known labels of a benchmark dataset that is representative of the problem domain. So this allows you to quantify how well the model is performing. So option B is correct here. Now question number 71. An accounting firm wants to implement a large language model to automate document processing. The firm must proceed responsibly to avoid potential harms. What should the firm do when developing and deploying LLM? Choose two. So options are include fairness metrics for model evaluation. Option B, adjust the temperature parameter of the model. Option C, modify the training data to mitigate bias. Option D, avoid overfitting on the training data. Option E, apply prompt engineering techniques. So try to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A and option C. Include fairness metrics for model evaluation. Modify the training data to mitigate bias. So including the fairness metrics will help to evaluate whether the model treats all groups fairly and does not introduce harmful bias. And when developing an LLM for document processing, it's essential to assess and mitigate any potential bias. And modified training data. So bias in an AI often originates from the bias training data, and modifying the training data to ensure it's representative and free from harmful bias is a crucial step in reducing the risk of model producing unfair or harmful outcomes. So option A and option C are correct here. Now question number 72. A company is building an ML model. The company collected new data and analyzed the data by creating a correlation matrix, calculating statistics and visualizing data. Which stage of the ML pipeline is the company currently in? So options are data pre-processing, feature engineering, exploratory data analysis, hyperparameter tuning. So the correct answer here will be option C, exploratory data analysis. Because exploratory data analysis, that is also called EDA, is a process of analyzing and visualizing the data to understand its characteristics and identify patterns, relationships and anomalies. And the company is performing actions like creating a correlation matrix, calculating statistics and visualizing data, all of which are typical activities in EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. So correct answer here will be option C. Now question number 72. A company has documents that are missing some word because of a database error. The company want to build an ML model that can suggest potential word to fill the missing text. Which type of model meet these requirement? Here are the options: topic modeling, option B clustering models, option C prescriptive ML models, option D BERT based model. So correct answer here will be option D, burst based model, because BERT, that is also called bidirectional encoder representation from transformers, uses a masked language modeling approach. It learns how to predict missing or masked word in a sentence based on the surrounding context. So this makes BERT based model ideal for suggesting potential word to fill in the missing text. So option D is correct here. Now question number 74. A company wants to display the total sales for its top selling product across various retail locations in past 12 months. Which AWS solution should the company use to automate the generation of graphs? Here are the options: Amazon Q in Amazon EC2, Amazon Q Developer, Amazon Q in Amazon QuickSight, option D Amazon Q in AWS Chatbot. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, Amazon Q in Amazon QuickSight. Because Amazon Q is a feature within Amazon QuickSight that allows users to ask questions about their data in natural language and receive visualization as responses. This functionality is particularly useful for generating graphs and visualization based on specific queries regarding sales data. Now question number 75. A company is building a chatbot to improve user experience. The company is using a large language model from Amazon Bedrock. The company wants to use few-shot learning to improve intent detection accuracy. Which additional data does the company need to meet these requirements? Here are the options: pairs of chatbot responses and correct user intents, pairs of user messages and correct chatbot responses, option C pair of user messages and correct user intent, option D pair of user intent and correct chatbot responses. All options are quite same, but there is slight difference in all the options, which makes our task difficult to guess the correct answer. But yeah, you can take your time to guess the correct answer. Option C is correct because few-shot learning works by providing model with a small number of labeled example to help it to learn how to generalize better. In this case, the model need to be trained with examples that consist of user messages and their corresponding intent. And now question number 76. A company is using few-shot prompting on a base model that is hosted on Amazon Bedrock. The model currently uses 10 examples in the prompt. The model is invoked once daily and is performing well. The company wants to lower the monthly cost. Which solution will meet these requirements? And here are the options: customize the model by using fine tuning. Option B, decrease the number of tokens in the prompt. Option C, increase the number of tokens in the prompt. Option D, use provision throughput. And the correct answer here will be option B, decrease the number of tokens in the prompt. This is because Bedrock pricing is based on the number of tokens processed, which includes both input tokens, that is from the prompt, and output tokens, that is generated by the model. And by decreasing the number of tokens in the prompt, you directly reduce the cost associated with each invocation of the model. So option B is correct. Now question number 77. An AI practitioner is using a large language model to create content for marketing campaigns. The generated content sounds plausible and factual but is incorrect. Which problem is the LLM having? And here are the options: data leakage, option B hallucination, option C overfitting, option D underfitting. And the correct answer here will be option B hallucination, because hallucination is a phenomenon in which an LLM generates text that sounds plausible and factual but is actually incorrect and nonsensical. This occurs when the model is overconfident in its ability to generate coherent text based on the patterns it has learned from the training data. So option B is correct here. And now question number 78. An AI practitioner trained a custom model on Amazon Bedrock by using a training dataset that contains confidential data. The AI practitioner wants to ensure that the custom model does not generate inference responses based on the confidential data. How should the AI practitioner prevent responses based on confidential data? Here are the options: delete the custom model, remove the confidential data from the training datasets, retrain the custom model. Option B, mask the confidential data in the inference responses by using dynamic data masking. Option C, encrypt the confidential data in the inference responses by using Amazon SageMaker. Option D, encrypt the confidential data in the custom model by using AWS Key Management Service, that is AWS KMS. Try to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A, delete the custom model, remove the confidential data from the training dataset and retrain the custom model, because this is the best approach as it ensures that the model will not retain or regenerate responses based on any confidential information. So option A is correct here. Now question number 79. A company has built a solution by using generative AI. The solution uses large language models to translate trainings manuals from English into other languages. The company wants to evaluate the accuracy of solution by examining the text generated for the manuals. Which model evaluation strategy meet these requirements? Here are the options: bilingual evaluation understudy BLEU, option B root mean squared error RMSE, option C recall oriented understudy for gisting evaluation, option D F1 score. So the correct answer here will be option A, bilingual evaluation understudy, that is BLEU, because it is an algorithm for evaluating the quality of text which has been machine translated from one language to another. Now question number 80. A large retailer receives thousands of customer support inquiries about product every day. The customer support inquiries need to be processed and responded to quickly. The company wants to implement agents for Amazon Bedrock. What are the key benefits of using Amazon Bedrock agent that could help this retailer? Here are the options: generation of custom foundation models to predict customer needs. Option B, automation of repetitive tasks and orchestration of complex workflows. Option C, automatically calling multiple foundation models and consolidating results. Option D, selecting the foundation model based on predefined criteria and metrics. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, automation of repetitive tasks and orchestration of complex workflows. This is because Amazon Bedrock agents are specifically designed to automate tasks and orchestrate workflows. They can handle repetitive customer support inquiries efficiently. They can break down complex customer requests into smaller steps and execute them in a sequence. They directly address the retailer's need to process thousands of inquiries quickly. So option B is correct here. Now question number 81. Which option is a benefit of ongoing pre-training when fine-tuning a foundation model? Here are the options: helps decrease the model's complexity. Option B, improves model performance over time. Option C, decrease the training time required. Option D, optimizes model inference time. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, improves model performance over time. This is because ongoing pre-training improves model performance over time by allowing the model to adapt to new data and tasks. So option B is correct here. Now question number 82. What are tokens in context of generative AI models? And here are the options. Tokens are the basic unit of input and output that a generative AI model operates on, representing word, subword or other linguistic units. Option B. Tokens are mathematical representation of word or concept used in generative AI models. Tokens are pre-trained weights of a generative AI model that are fine-tuned for specific tasks. Option D. Tokens are specific prompts or instructions given to generative AI model to generate output. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A. Tokens are basic units of input and output that a generative AI model operates on, representing word, subword or other linguistic unit. Because in context of generative AI model, tokens are smallest unit of text that the model processes. A token could represent entire word, a subword or even a single character depending on how the model is tokenized. Tokens are the basic building blocks for both input and output in natural language processing tasks such as text generation or translation. So option A is correct here. Now question number 83. A company want to assess the costs that are associated with using a large language model to generate inference. The company want to use Amazon Bedrock to build generative AI applications. Which factor will drive the inference cost? Options are number of tokens consumed, option B temperature value, option C amount of data used to train the LLM, option D total training time. And the correct answer here will be option A, number of tokens consumed, because more the number of tokens used, higher will be the cost, and all other affects the training cost, not the inference cost. Like this temperature value and the amount of data used to train LLM and the total training time, it will all impact the total training cost, not the inference cost. Inference cost will be impacted by number of tokens consumed. So option A is correct here. Now question number 84. A company is using Amazon SageMaker Studio Notebook to build and train ML models. The company stores the data in Amazon S3 bucket. The company need to manage the flow of data from Amazon S3 to SageMaker Studio Notebooks. Which solution meet these requirements? Options are use Amazon Inspector to monitor SageMaker Studio. Option B, use Amazon Messi to monitor SageMaker Studio. Option C, configure SageMaker to use a VPC with an S3 endpoint. Option D, configure SageMaker to use S3 Glacier Deep Archive. Try to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option C, configure SageMaker to use a VPC with an S3 endpoint. Because to manage the flow of data from Amazon S3 to SageMaker Studio Notebook securely and efficiently, configuring the SageMaker to use VPC with an S3 endpoint is best solution. Because this setup ensures that the data transfer between SageMaker and S3 happen within AWS network only without going through public internet, which improves the security and performance here. So option C is correct. Now question number 85. A company has a foundation model that was customized by using Amazon Bedrock to answer customer queries about products. The company wants to validate the model's responses to new type of queries. The company need to upload a new dataset that Amazon Bedrock can use for validation. Which AWS service meet these requirements? Here are the options: Amazon S3, option B Amazon Elastic Block Store, option C Amazon Elastic File System, option D AWS Snowcone. And the correct answer here will be option A Amazon S3, because Amazon S3 is the ideal solution for storing data sets that will be used by Amazon Bedrock for model validation. It is scalable, durable and secure storage service that is commonly used to store large data sets, including those used for machine learning model training, validation and inference. So option A S3 is correct answer here. Now question number 86. Which prompting attack directly exposes the configured behavior of a large language model? Option A prompted persona switches. Option B, exploiting friendliness and trust. Option C, ignoring the prompt template. Option D, extracting the prompt template. Try to guess the correct answer. I will wait for you. And the correct answer here will be option D, extracting the prompt template. Because extracting the prompt template is prompting attack, where an attacker intentionally crafts input to reveal the underlying configuration or instruction used to guide the large language model. So this exposes the internal behavior or design of model, potentially revealing sensitive or proprietary information about how LLM is configured. So option D, extracting the prompt template, is the correct answer here. Now question number 87. A company want to use Amazon Bedrock. The company need to review which security aspect the company is responsible for when using Amazon Bedrock. Which security aspect will the company be responsible for? Option A, patching and updating the version of Amazon Bedrock, protecting the infrastructure that hosts the Amazon Bedrock. Option C, securing the company's data in transit and at rest. Option D, provisioning Amazon Bedrock within the company network. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, securing the company's data in transit and at rest. Because when using Amazon Bedrock, the company is responsible for securing its data both in transit and at rest. This involves ensuring the confidentiality and the integrity of data that is uploaded to Amazon Bedrock or transmitted to and from the service. So option C, securing the company's data in transit and at rest, is the responsibility and the correct answer. Now question number 88. A social media company wants to use a large language model to summarize messages. The company has chosen a few LLMs that are available on Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. The company wants to compare the generated output toxicity of these models. Which strategy gives the company the ability to evaluate the LLMs with the least operational overhead? Here are the options: crowdsourced evaluation, automatic model evaluation. Option C, model evaluation with human workers. Option D, reinforcement learning from human feedback. Try to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B, automatic model evaluation. Because this provides a way to assess generated output of large language model with minimal operational overhead. This can be done by using pre-built toxicity evaluation tools or integrating models that can automatically detect and score toxicity in the generated text. And now question number 89. A company is testing the security of a foundation model. During testing, the company wants to get around the safety features and make harmful content. Which security technique is an example of? Now option A, fuzzing training data to find vulnerabilities. Option B, denial of service. Option C, penetration testing with authorization. Option D, jailbreak. So you can see the requirement of the question. Company want to get around the safety features and make harmful content. So it intentionally want to do so. You can take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option D, jailbreak. Because jailbreaking is a technique used to bypass the safety features and restrictions of a foundation model. The goal is to manipulate the model into generating harmful, inappropriate, or otherwise unintended content despite the safeguard in place. So option D, jailbreak, is the correct answer. When you want intentionally generate the harmful or inappropriate content, jailbreak will be used. Now question number 90. A company need to use Amazon SageMaker for model training and inference. The company must comply with the regulatory requirement to run SageMaker jobs in an isolated environment without internet access. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Run SageMaker training and inference by using SageMaker experiments. Option B, run SageMaker training and inference by using network isolation. Option C, encrypt the data at rest by using encryption for SageMaker geospatial capabilities. Option D, associate appropriate AWS identity and access management roles with the SageMaker jobs. So try to guess the correct answer. I am going to wait for you. Now let me reveal the correct answer for you, and the correct answer here will be option B, run the SageMaker training and inference by using network isolation. Because network isolation is a feature in Amazon SageMaker that ensures that your training and inference jobs are in a secure isolated environment without internet access. And this is critical requirement for complying with regulatory standards that mandate the use of isolated environments for sensitive operations. So option B is correct here. Run SageMaker training and inference by using network isolation. Now question number 91. An ML research team develops custom ML models. The model artifacts are shared with other teams for integration into product and services. The ML team retains the model training code and data. The ML team wants to build a mechanism that the ML team can use to audit models. Which solution should the ML team use when publishing the custom ML models? And here are the options. Create documents with the relevant information. Store the document in Amazon S3. Use AWS AI service card for transparency and understanding models. Option C. Create Amazon SageMaker model card with intended use and training and inference details. Option D. Create model training scripts. Commit the model training script to a Git repository. Take your time to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option C. Create Amazon SageMaker model card with intended uses and training and inference details. Because Amazon SageMaker card provides a standardized and centralized way to document key details about a machine learning model. This includes intended use, training and inference details, performance metrics and ethical considerations. So these cards enable ML team to maintain transparency, track audit details and share relevant information with other teams when publishing models. So option C is correct here. Now question number 92. A software company builds tool for customers. The company wants to use AI to increase software development productivity. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Use a binary classification model to generate code reviews. Install code recommendation software in the company's developer tools. Install a code forecasting tool to predict potential code issues. Option D. Use a natural language processing tool to generate code. Take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will be option B. Install code recommendation software in the company's developer tool. Because code recommendation tools can be helpful, but they are often focused on suggesting improvement or alternatives to existing code rather than generating new code from scratch. While useful, it may not provide the same level of productivity boost as an NLP based code generation tool. So option B is correct here. And now question number 93. A retail store wants to predict the demand for a specific product for next few weeks by using Amazon SageMaker Deep AR forecasting algorithm. Which type of data will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Text data. Option B. Image data. Option C. Time series data. Option D. Binary data. And the correct answer here will be option C. Time series data. Because Amazon SageMaker Deep AR forecasting algorithm is specifically designed for the time series forecasting, where the goal is to predict future values based on historical data. So option C, time series data, is the correct answer here. Now question number 94. A large retail bank wants to develop an ML system to help the risk management team decide on loan allocation for different demographics. What must the bank do to develop an unbiased ML model? Here are the options. Reduce the size of training datasets. Option B. Ensure that the ML model predictions are consistent with the historical results. Option C. Create a different ML model for each demographic group. Option D. Measure class imbalance on the training dataset. Adapt the training process accordingly. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option D. Measure class imbalance on training dataset. Adapt the training process accordingly. Because when developing an unbiased machine learning model, it's crucial to address issues like class imbalance in the training data. And class imbalance refers to a situation where certain classes are underrepresented compared to others. So option D Measure the class imbalance on training dataset and adapt the training process accordingly is the correct option here. Now question number 95. Which prompting technique can protect against the prompt injection attack? Option A, adversarial prompting. Option B, zero shot prompting. Option C, least to most prompting. Option D, chain of thought prompting. Let me reveal the correct answer here, and the correct answer here will be option A, adversarial prompting, because this technique involves testing a model with deliberately crafted adversarial prompt to identify vulnerabilities to injection attacks, and by simulating potential attack during development, adversarial prompting help design robust prompt and refine the model's behavior to resist manipulation. So option A is correct here. Now question number 96. A company has fine-tuned a large language model to answer questions for a help desk. The company want to determine if the fine-tuning has enhanced the model's accuracy. Which metric should the company use for the evaluation? Here are the options. Precision. Option B, time to first token. Option C, F1 score. Option D, word error rate. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, F1 score, because F1 score provides a balanced evaluation of model's ability to give both relevant and accurate answer, making it the most suitable metric for assessing the fine-tuned model's performance in answering help desk questions. So option C is absolutely correct here. Now question number 97. A company is using retrieval augmented generation RAG with Amazon Bedrock and a stable diffusion to generate product images based on text descriptions. The results are often random and lack specific details. The company wants to increase the specificity of the generated image. Which solution meets these requirements? Here are the options. Increase the number of generation steps. Option B, use the mask image black mask source option. Option C, increase the classifier free guidance CFG scale. Option D, increase the prompt strength. Take your time to guess the answer. And the correct answer here will increase the classifier free guidance scale, that is CFG. And this is because increasing the CFG scale will make the model pay more attention to the input text description, improving the specificity and detail of the generated image. So option C is correct here. Now question number 98. A company wants to implement a large language model based chatbot to provide customer service agent with real-time contextual responses to customer inquiries. The company will use the company's policy as the knowledge base. Which solution meets this requirement most cost effectively? This is the keyword here. Option A, retrain the LLM on the company policy data. Option B, fine tune the LLM on the company policy data. Option C, implement retrieval augmented generation for in context responses. Option D, use pre-training and data augmentation on the company policy data. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option C, implement retrieval augmented generation for in context responses, because RAG is the most cost effective choice because it allows the LLM to dynamically retrieve relevant information from a predefined knowledge base at inference time itself without needing extensive fine tuning or retraining of the model, and most cost effectively is the requirement. So option C is correct here. Now question number 99. A company wants to create a new solution by using AWS Glue. The company has minimal programming experience with AWS Glue. Which AWS service can help the company use AWS Glue? And here are the options. Amazon Q Developer. Option B, AWS Config. Option C, Amazon Personalize. Option D, Amazon Comprehend. And I hope it must be obvious answer for you. So I am going to reveal the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A, Amazon Q Developer, because Amazon Q Developer is the service that would most help a company with minimal programming experience in their AWS Glue. It simplifies the process of building and managing data workflows, making it easier to use Glue without needing deep programming expertise. So option A, Amazon Q Developer is correct answer here. Now question number 100, and if you have reached up to this question, you should be able to clear this exam quite easily, because you will be able to answer more than 70% now, and the qualifying score is 70% in this exam. so you will be able to clear this exam. But there will be few more videos in this series, so I would request you to watch those as well to increase your score. So now let's come back to the question. A company is developing a mobile ML app that uses a phone's camera to diagnose and treat insect bites. The company wants to train an image classification model by using a diverse dataset of insect bites photos from different genders, ethnicities, and geographic locations around the world. Which principle of responsible AI does the company demonstrate in this scenario? Here are the options: fairness, option B explainability, option C governance, option D transparency. And the correct answer here you can guess easily, so you can take your time to guess the one. And the correct answer here will be option A fairness. Because in this scenario, company is demonstrating the principle of fairness by ensuring their training data includes a diverse range of demographics, preventing potential bias based on gender, ethnicity, or geographic locations, which align with the core idea of responsible AI. Now, question number 101. A company is developing an ML model to make loan approvals. The company must implement a solution to detect bias in the model. The company must also be able to explain the model's prediction. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options: Amazon SageMaker Clarify, option B Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler, option C Amazon SageMaker Model Cards, option D AWS AI Service Card. So you can take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option A Amazon SageMaker Clarify, because it provides both bias detection and model explainability features, making it the most suitable choice for detecting bias in a loan approval and explaining its prediction. So Amazon SageMaker Clarify is the correct option here. Now question number 102. A company has developed a generative text summarization model by using Amazon Bedrock. The company will use Amazon Bedrock automatic evaluation capabilities. Which metric should the company use to evaluate the accuracy of the model? Here are the options: area under the ROC curve score, F1 score, BERT score, real world knowledge score. So take your time to guess the correct answer again. And the correct answer here will be option C, BERT score, because BERT score is the most appropriate metric for evaluating the accuracy of a generative text summarization model, because it compares semantic similarity in a manner that aligns well with the goal of text summarization. So option C is correct here. Now question number 103. A media company with a very large archive of unlabeled images, text, audio and video footage wishes to index its asset to allow rapid identification of relevant content by research team. The company wants to use machine learning to accelerate the effort of its in-house researchers who have limited machine learning expertise. Which is the fastest route to index the assets? Here are the options: use Amazon Recognition, Amazon Comprehend and Amazon Transcribe to tag into distinct categories and classes. Option B, create a set of Amazon Mechanical Turk Human Intelligence tasks to label all footage. Option C, use Amazon Transcribe to convert speech to text. Use the Amazon SageMaker Neural Topic Model and Object Detection Algorithm to tag data into distinct categories and classes. Use the AWS Deep Learning AMI and Amazon EC2 GPU instances to create custom models for audio transcription and topic modeling, and use the object detection to tag data into distinct categories or classes. So options are quite lengthy, so take your time to guess the correct answer. If you need more time, you may pause the video, but now I am going to reveal the correct answer here. Option A is correct here. Use Amazon Recognition, Amazon Comprehend and Amazon Transcribe to tag data into distinct categories or classes, because these services provide pre-built machine learning models that can be used to tag the content in the archive without the need for building custom models from scratch. And this option would be faster than using custom models with AWS Deep Learning AMI and Amazon EC2 GPU instances, or using Amazon Mechanical Turk for human labeling. And also the use of pre-built model reduces the need of machine learning expertise aligning with the company's goal of accelerating effort by its in-house researcher, because they do not have the expertise in machine learning. They have limited machine learning expertise. So option A is absolutely correct here. Now question number 104. A company is using a custom model in Amazon Bedrock for a generative AI application. The company want to use a company managed encryption key to encrypt the model artifacts that the customization jobs create. Which AWS service meet these requirements? Here are the options: AWS Key Management Service, Amazon Inspector, Amazon Messi, and option D, AWS Secret Manager. Try to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option A, AWS Key Management Service, because it allows you to use a company managed encryption key to encrypt the model artifact created during the model customization jobs. So option A is absolutely correct here. Now question number 105. A company want to use large language model to produce code from natural language code commands. Which LLM feature meet these requirements? Option A, text summarization. Option B, text generation. Option C, text completion. Option D, text classification. So try to guess the correct answer again. And the correct answer here will be option B, text generation, because this aligns with the text generation feature where the model produce human-like text including writing code from natural language description. So writing code from natural language code is the requirement of the question. So option B is correct here. Now question number 106. A company is training its employees on how to structure prompt for foundation model. Select the correct prompt engineering technique from the following list for each prompt template. Each prompt engineering technique should be selected one time. Here is the scenario. Classify the following text as either sport, politic or entertainment. So you can select one of these options, and then image 1, image 2 are examples of target class. Classify the following as the target class. So again, here's the options, and think step by step and walk me through your thinking. So these are the options. So you can try to answer like these are three options. Here one is correct, here again one is, here one is correct. And also if you have selected few short here, it should not be selected in remaining two. You can think this question like match these, like you have to match these three with these three. I hope you have guessed the correct answer now. So I am going to reveal the correct answer, and the correct answer is in this manner. So for this scenario, classify the following as text, sport, politics or entertainment. Zero short learning will be correct. For image 1, image 2, image 3 are examples of target class. Classify the following. Few short learning is the correct answer. And now step by step chain of thought reasoning is the correct answer. So this is also a very important question, and it may be quite tricky as well. So I would suggest you to remember this one as well, because it may also be there in your exam, because it has already been asked in AWS certificate exam. Now question number 107. A company notices that its foundation model generates images that are unrelated to the prompt. The company wants to modify the prompt technique to decrease unrelated images. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Use zero shot prompt, use negative prompts, use positive prompts, use ambiguous prompts. And I hope this one was quite easy for you, and the correct answer here will be option B, use negative prompts. Because by using negative prompt, the company can reduce the generation of unrelated images by specifying what should not be included in the output, and leading to the more accurate and relevant image generation based on the given prompt. Because by using the negative prompt, you can specify that this should not be there in the output. So option B is correct here. Now question number 108. A company wants to use a large language model to generate concise feature specific description for the company's product. Which prompt engineering technique meet this requirement? Here are the options. Create one prompt that covers all products. Edit the responses to make the responses more specific, concise and tailored to each product. Option B. Create prompts for each product category that highlight the key features. Include the desired output format and the length for each prompt response. Option C. Include a diverse range of product feature in each prompt to generate creative and unique descriptions. Option D. Provide detailed product specific prompt to ensure precise and customized description. So take your time to guess the correct answer here. You can pause the video if you want more time. And the correct answer here will be option B. Create prompt for each product category that highlights the key feature. Include the desired output format and length for each prompt response. Because by creating tailored prompt for each product category and specifying the key feature along with the desired output format and length, the company can ensure that the generated descriptions are specific, concise and relevant to each product. This approach balances the need for customization with efficiency. So option B is correct here. Now question number 109. A company is developing an ML model to predict customer tune. The model performs well on the training datasets but does not accurately predict tune for the new data. Which solution will resolve this issue? Here are the options. Decrease the regularization parameter to increase model complexity. Option B. Increase the regularization parameter to decrease the model complexity. Option C. Add more features to the input data. Option D. Train the model for more epoch. Try to guess the correct answer again. And the correct answer here will be option B. Increase the regularization parameter to decrease the model complexity. Because increasing the regularization parameter help prevent overfitting by penalizing more complex model and increasing the model to generalize better to new data. So option B is correct here. Question number 110. A company is implementing intelligent agents to provide the conversational search experience for its customer. The company needs a database service that will support storage and queries for embeddings from a generative AI model as vector in the database. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Here are the options. Amazon Athena, Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL, Amazon Redshift, and option D, Amazon EMR. And the correct answer here will be option B, Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL, because it is the best choice for a database service to store and query embeddings from generative AI models, as it supports vector storage and similarity searches through the vector extension. So option B is correct as it supports vector storage. So friends, this was all in this. Now question number 111. A financial institution is building an AI solution to make loan approval decision by using a foundation model. For security and audit purposes, the company needs the AI solution decision to be explainable. Which factor relates the explainability of the AI solution decision? Here are the options. Model complexity. Option B, training time. Option C, number of hyperparameters. Option D, deployment time. So take your time to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option A, model complexity. Because model complexity in machine learning refers to the capacity of a model to capture and represent patterns in the data. It involves the depth, breadth, intricacy of the underlying structure of the model. So option A is correct here. Now question number 112. A pharmaceutical company want to analyze user reviews of new medications and provide a concise overview for each medication. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Create a time series forecasting model to analyze the medication review by using Amazon Personalize. Create medication review summaries by using Amazon Bedrock large language models. Option C. Create a classification model that categorizes medications into different groups by using Amazon SageMaker. Option D. Create medication review summaries by using Amazon Recognition. I hope you have gone through all the options as of now. So I am going to reveal the correct answer here. Option B is correct here. Create medication review summaries by using Amazon Bedrock large language models LLMs. Because Amazon Bedrock LLMs are designed for natural language processing tasks, including text summarization. They can effectively generate concise and coherent summaries from the text, making them ideal for summarizing user review of medications. Now question number 113. A company wants to build a lead prioritization application for its employees to contact potential customers. The application must give employees the ability to view and adjust the weights assigned to different variables in the model based on domain knowledge and expertise. Which ML model type meets these requirements? Here are the options. Logistic regression model. Option B, deep learning model built on principal components. Option C, K nearest neighbor model. Option D, neural network. So the correct answer here will be option A, logistic regression model, because logistic regression model is interpretable and allows direct adjustment on the weights assigned to different variables. This aligns with the requirement for employees to view and modify the weights based on their domain knowledge and expertise. So option A is correct here. Now question number 114. A company want to build an ML application. Select and order the correct step from the following list to develop a well-architected ML workload. Each step should be selected one time. Here are the options. Deploy model, develop model, monitor model, define business goal and frame ML model. So this is just ordering. So in step 1 you have to select step 1 which should be at step 1, then step 2, then step 3, then step 4. So and each option should be selected just once. So this is the question. Now try to answer this. Now let me reveal the correct answer here. This is the correct order. First one will be define business goal and frame ML problem, because you must be clear what is your business goal and what is the actual ML problem on which you have to work. Then you have to develop a model to solve that problem, and after that you have to deploy that model, and then you have to monitor that model, like if it is meeting your business goal or not, that you have defined in step 1. So first you will have to define business goal, then you have to develop a model, then you have to deploy a model, then you have to monitor the model. So these are pretty much simple. And now question number 115. Which strategy will determine if a foundation model effectively meets the business objective? Option A, evaluate model's performance on benchmark datasets. Option B, analyze the model's architecture and hyperparameters. Option C, assess the model's alignment with specific use case. Option D, measure the computational resources required for the model deployment. And the correct answer here will be option C, assess the model's alignment with the specific use case. Because assessing the use case alignment determines the business objective achievement, and that is the primary requirement of the question. So option C is correct here. Now question number 116. A company need to train an ML model to classify images of different type of animal. The company has a large data set of labeled images and will not label more data. Which type of learning should the company use to train the model? Here are the options. Supervised learning. Option B, unsupervised learning. Option C, reinforcement learning. Option D, active learning. And I hope this one is quite easy for you, because in the question itself labeled data is mentioned, and I have already told you wherever labeled data is in question, correct answer will be supervised learning. So option A, supervised learning, is correct here. And wherever unlabeled data is there in the question, then unsupervised learning will be the answer, and wherever learning from environment will be there, reinforcement learning will be the answer. So option A is correct here. Now question number 117. Which phase of ML lifecycle determines compliance and regulatory requirement? Here are the options. Feature engineering. Option B, model training. Option C, data collection. Option D, business goal identification. Take your time to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option D, business goal identification, because this is a phase where the organization defines the purpose of the ML project and determines the compliance, regulatory and legal requirements. And these considerations must be addressed early in the life cycle to ensure the solution adheres to the applicable law and standards. For example, you can consider industries like finance or healthcare. This phase would identify data privacy regulations like GDPR or HIPAA or fairness requirement that need to be incorporated into the ML workflow. So as you must be already working in IT sector, you must have heard the term HIPAA so many times that most of the organizations follows. Now question number 118. A food service company want to develop an ML model to help decrease daily food waste and increase sales revenue. The company need to continuously improve the model's accuracy. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Use Amazon SageMaker and iterate with the newer data. Use Amazon Personalize and iterate with the historical data. Option C. Use Amazon CloudWatch to analyze customer orders. Option D. Use Amazon Recognition to optimize the model. Try to guess the correct answer here. Now let me reveal the correct answer. The correct answer here will be option A. Use Amazon SageMaker and iterate with the newer data. Because using SageMaker allows for continuous iteration and improvement of the model's accuracy with newer data. So option A is absolutely correct here. Now question number 119. A company has developed an ML model to predict real estate sales prices. The company wants to deploy the model to make predictions without managing servers or infrastructure. Which solution meet these requirements? Here are the options. Deploy the model on an Amazon EC2 instance. Deploy the model on Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, that is EKS cluster. Option C. Deploy the model by using Amazon CloudFront with an Amazon S3 integration. Option D. Deploy the model by using Amazon SageMaker endpoint. Now let me reveal the correct answer here. The correct answer here will be option D. Deploy the model by using an Amazon SageMaker endpoint. Because deploying a model using Amazon SageMaker endpoint allows the company to make predictions without needing to manage servers or infrastructure. And Amazon SageMaker automatically handles the provisioning of resources, scaling and maintenance, making it an ideal solution for production grade ML deployment. Now the last question of this video, that is question number 120. A company want to develop an AI application to help its employees check open customer claims, identify details for a specific claim and access document for a claim. Which solution meet this requirement? Use agent for Amazon Bedrock with Amazon Fraud Detector to build the application. Option B. Use agent for Amazon Bedrock with Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases to build application. Option C. Use Amazon Personalize with Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases to build the application. Option D. Use Amazon SageMaker to build the application by training a new ML model. And also let me inform you one point. All the questions discussed in this series have been already asked in the exam, and 90% question at least will be from this series only. So you have to keep that point in mind and have to prepare this series by watching these videos again and again. So now let me reveal the correct answer here. Option B. Use agents for Amazon Bedrock with Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases to build the application. This is the correct answer here. Because using agents for Amazon Bedrock with Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases allows the employees to check open customer claims, identify details and access related documents effectively. So option B is correct here. Now question number 121. A manufacturing company uses AI to inspect products and find any damages or defects. Which type of AI application is the company using? Here are the options. Recommendation systems, natural language processing, that is NLP. Option C. Computer vision. Option D. Image processing. So you can take your time to guess the correct answer here. So now let me reveal the correct answer here. Option C. Computer vision is the correct answer here, because it is a type of AI application that enables machine to interpret and analyze visual data from the real world, such as images or videos. And in this scenario, the company is using AI to detect or inspect product for damages or defects, which involves analyzing visual inputs. So it makes computer vision the most appropriate answer. So option C is correct here. Now question number 122. A company wants to create an ML model to predict customer satisfaction. The company needs fully automated model tuning. The company needs fully automated model tuning. Which AWS service meet these requirements? Here are the options. Amazon Personalize, Amazon SageMaker, Amazon Athena. Option D. Amazon Comprehend. So try to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B. Amazon SageMaker. Because Amazon SageMaker provides fully automated model tuning capabilities through its hyperparameter optimization features. So Amazon SageMaker option B is correct here. Now question number 123. Which technique can a company use to lower bias and toxicity in a generative AI application during the post-processing ML lifecycle? Here are the options: human in the loop, data augmentation, option C, feature engineering, option D, adversarial training. So the correct answer here will be option A, human in the loop, because it involves incorporating human reviewers into the model's post-processing workflow to evaluate and refine output generated from the AI. So option A is correct here. Now question number 124. A bank has fine-tuned a large language model to expedite the loan approval process. During an external audit of the model, the company discovered that the model was approving loans at a faster pace for a specific demographic than for other demographics. How should the bank fix this issue most cost effectively? This is the keyword here, so you should focus on this. Here are the options: include more diverse training data, fine tune the model again and again by using new data. Option B, use retrieval augmented generation with fine tuned model. Option C, use AWS Trusted Advisor checks to eliminate bias. Option D, pre-train a new LLM with more diverse training data. So take your time to guess the correct answer again. So the correct answer here will be option A, include more diverse training data, fine tune the model again by using the new data. Because model's bias likely stems from the unrepresentative training data, and adding more diverse data and fine tuning the model is the most cost effective solution to address bias. So option A is correct here. Now question number 125. A company has developed a large language model and want to make the LLM available to multiple internal teams. The company need to select appropriate inference mode for each team. Select the correct inference mode from the following list for each use case. Each inference mode should be selected one or more times. So you can select these options one or more times, but it should meet these requirements. The company's chatbot need prediction from the LLM to understand user intent with minimal latency. Then a data processing job need to query the LLM to process gigabytes of text files on weekends. And then a company's engineering team need to create an API that can process small pieces of text content and provide low latency prediction. So these are three scenarios here, and you have to select these options. There are just two options, so one of them will be correct in each case. So you can take the scenario like that. So now you can try to guess the correct answer. You can pause the video if you need, because I am going to reveal the correct answer now, and the correct answer here will be in this manner. For this, company's chatbot need prediction from the LLM to understand user intent with minimal latency. Real-time inference will be required, and then a data processing job need to query LLM to process gigabytes of text files on weekend. So if minimal latency is required, real-time inference will be used. If gigabyte of text or files or whatever data is there, then batch transform will be required, and again low latency is there, so real-time inference will be used. So these keywords are there, are like minimal latency, gigabyte of text, low latency. Even if you want, you can avoid reading complete question, but I would still suggest you to go through complete question, because sometimes scenario may be different than we are just understanding by going through keyword. But yeah, keyword will always work, but still please go through complete question. Now question number 126. A company need to log all requests made to its Amazon Bedrock API. The company must retain the log securely for 5 years at the lowest possible cost. Which combination of AWS service and storage class meet these requirements? Choose two. Here are the options: AWS CloudTrail, option B, Amazon CloudWatch, option C, AWS Audit Manager, option D, Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering. And the requirement of the question is that at the lowest possible cost, it should secure the logs for 5 years. So it must be quite easy for you, but you can take your time still. And one more option was there, Amazon S3 standard. And now let me reveal the correct answer for you: AWS CloudTrail and Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering. Because AWS CloudTrail record all the API call made to AWS services including Amazon Bedrock, and provide the detailed log of these interactions. So it is the primary service for tracking and logging the API requests. So option A is correct for that reason. And Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering is a cost-effective storage class designed to optimize cost for data with unknown or changing access patterns. So it automatically moves the data between frequent and infrequent access tier based on the usage, ensuring the cost efficiency while meeting the long-term retention requirement. So option A and option D are correct here. Now question number 127. An e-commerce company want to improve search engine recommendation by customizing the result for each user of the company's e-commerce platform. Which AWS service meet these requirement? Here are the options: Amazon Personalize, option B Amazon Kendra, option C Amazon Recognition, and then option D Amazon Transcribe. So correct answer here will be option A Amazon Personalize, because it is a fully managed service that allows companies to build personalized recommendation system for individual users. It's perfect for customizing search engine result based on user preferences and behaviors. So option A Amazon Personalize is correct answer here for this question. Now question number 128. A hospital is developing an AI system to assist doctor in diagnosing disease based on patient record and medical images. To comply with the regulation, the sensitive patient data must not leave the country the data is located in. Which data governance strategy will ensure compliance and protect patient privacy? Option B data quality, option C data discoverability, option D data enrichment. So these are the options here. You can take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be data residency, because it ensures that the sensitive data remains within the geographic boundaries of a specific country or region, helping to comply with the data sovereignty and privacy regulations such as HIPAA or GDPR. So option A data residency is correct here. Now question number 129. A company need to monitor the performance of its ML system by using a highly scalable AWS service. Which AWS service meet this requirement? Here are the options: Amazon CloudWatch, option B AWS CloudTrail, option C AWS Trusted Advisor, option D AWS Config. So the correct answer here will be option A Amazon CloudWatch, because it is highly scalable monitoring service that tracks and provides performance metrics for AWS resources including machine learning systems. It allows for real-time monitoring and alerting. So option A is correct here. Now question number 130. An AI practitioner is developing a prompt for an Amazon Titan model. The model is hosted on Amazon Bedrock. The AI practitioner is using the model to solve numerical reasoning challenges. The AI practitioner adds the following phrase at the end of prompt: ask the model to show its work by explaining its reasoning step by step. Which prompt engineering technique is the AI practitioner using? Here are the options: chain of thought prompting, option B prompt injection, option C few shot prompting, option D prompt templating. So try to guess the correct answer here. And the correct answer here will be option A chain of thought prompting, because it improves the reasoning ability of large language models by prompting them to generate a series of intermediate steps that lead to the final answer of a multi-step problem. So option A is correct here. Now question number 31. Which AWS service make foundation model available to help users build and scale generative AI application? So here are options: Amazon Q Developer, Amazon Bedrock, Amazon Kendra, and Amazon Comprehend. So these are options, and we have to find which model help user build and scale generative AI application. In simple word, you have to scale the generative application. So you can take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option B Amazon Bedrock, because this is fully managed service that provides access to foundation models from leading AI companies, allowing users to build and scale generative AI model. So this is the one which can help you scale generative AI application. Now question number 132. A company's employee provide product description and recommendations to customer when customer call the customer service center. These recommendations are based on where the customers are located. The company want to use the foundation model to automate this process. Which AWS service meet this requirement? Options are Amazon Messi, option B, Amazon Transcribe, option C, Amazon Bedrock, option D, Amazon TextStack. Even if you do not understand the question, still you can answer because the requirement is to automate this process. That is fine. And what is the purpose of Messi? You may be already aware. It is used for finding the sensitive data. What is the purpose of Amazon Transcribe? It is used to convert the audio to text. I hope it is also clear to you already. Amazon TextStack is used to extract the text from the handwritten notes on text, right? So these three options are not matching this requirement. So only option C is correct here. So option C is correct. Now question number 133. A company want to enhance response quality for a large language model for complex problem solving task. The task require detailed reasoning and a step-by-step explanation process. Which prompt engineering technique meet this requirement? Here are the options: weave shot prompting, zero shot prompting, directional stimulus prompting, option D, chain of thought prompting. Take your time to guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be option D, chain of thought prompting. Because it is one of the oldest chain of method for improving LLM performance, in particular in the context of queries or tasks that need complex human-like reasoning to reach an answer. So wherever step-by-step explanation process will be required, 99%, even you can say 100%, option D, chain of thought prompting will be the correct answer. Now question number 134. A company want to keep its foundation model relevant by using the most recent data. The company want to implement a model training strategy that includes regular updates to the FM. Which solution meet this requirement? Here are the options: batch learning, option B, continuous pre-training, option C, static training, option D, latent training. And the correct answer here will be option B, continuous pre-training, because it involves regularly updating the foundation model with new data, ensuring the model stays relevant by incorporating the latest information. So option B, continuous pre-training is correct answer here, because regular updates to the FM are required. So continuous pre-training will be the correct answer. Now question number 135. A company want to develop ML application to improve business operations and efficiency. Select the correct ML paradigm from the following list for each use case. Each ML paradigm should be selected one or more times. So you can select each of the options one or more times. Obviously, like you have to select multiple times because there are just two options and four questions are there, you can say. Binary classification, one of these should be correct. Multi-class classification, one of these. K-means clustering, one of these will be correct. Dimensionality reduction, one of these will be correct. So take your time to understand the question, guess the correct answer. And the correct answer here will be, I'm just going to reveal the correct answer. For binary classification, supervised learning. Multi-class classification, supervised learning. K-means clustering, unsupervised learning. Dimensionality reduction, unsupervised learning. Because both techniques, that is binary classification and multi-class classification, needs the model with the labeled data. And wherever labeled data comes into the picture, supervised learning will be the correct answer. And now K-means clustering and dimensionality reduction, these both need unlabeled data. So unsupervised learning will be the correct answer here. Now question number 136. Which option is characteristic of AI governance framework for building trust and deploying human-centered AI technologies? Option A, expanding initiative across business unit to create long-term business value. Option B, ensuring alignment with business standard, revenue goals and stakeholder expectations. Option C, overcoming challenges to drive business transformation and growth. Option D, developing policies and guidelines for data transparency, responsible AI and compliance. So these are the options. Take your time to guess the correct one. So the correct answer here will be option D, developing policies and guidelines for data transparency, responsible AI and compliance. This is because AI governance frameworks are designed to ensure that AI technologies are developed and deployed in a way that is ethical, transparent, and aligned with the societal values. This involves creating policies and guidelines that address key areas such as data usage, transparency in AI decision making, responsible AI practice, and compliance with legal and regulatory standards. So option D is correct here. And now question number 137. An e-commerce company is using a generative AI chatbot to respond to customer inquiries. The company wants to measure the financial effect of the chatbot on the company's operation. Which metric should the company use? Here are the options. Number of customer inquiries handled. Cost of training AI model. Cost for each customer conversation. Average handle time. So these are the options. And you have to find the financial effect of the chatbot on the company's operation. So take your time to guess the one. The correct answer here will be option C, cost for each customer conversation. Because to measure the financial effect of a generative AI chatbot on an e-commerce company operation, you want a metric that reflects the cost of impact of each interaction. And cost for each customer conversation captures how much the company is spending per inquiry handled by the chatbot. So this lets you directly compare the chatbot operation expenses versus the human agent cost or other support channel. So option C, cost for each customer conversation is the correct answer here. Now question number 138. A company wants to find groups for its customer based on the customer's demographics and buying patterns. Which algorithm should the company use to meet this requirement? Here are the options. K nearest neighbor, K means, decision tree, support vector machine. So these are four options. You have to guess the correct one. Let me reveal the correct answer here. Option B, K means is the correct answer here. Because the company should use K means to group customers based on the demographics and buying patterns. K means is an unsupervised clustering algorithm that effectively partitions data into natural groups, making it ideal for discovering the customer segment without prior labeling. So K means option B is correct here. Now question number 139. A company's large language model is experiencing hallucination. How can the company decrease hallucinations? Here are the options. Set up agents for Amazon Bedrock to supervise the model training. Option B. Use data pre-processing and remove any data that causes hallucinations. Option C. Decrease the temperature inference parameter for the model. Option D. Use a foundation model that is trained to not hallucinate. Take your time to guess the correct one. Now let me reveal the correct answer. Option C, decrease the temperature inference parameter for the model. This is the correct one because decreasing the temperature reduces the variety of answer and hence force the model to focus on the tuned patterns. So option C, decrease the temperature inference parameter for the model is the correct answer here. Now question number 140. A company is using a large language model on Amazon Bedrock to build a chatbot. The chatbot processes customer support requests. To resolve a request, the customer and the chatbot must interact a few times. Which solution gives the LLM the ability to use content from the previous customer messages? Here are the options. Turn on model invocation logging to correct messages. Add message to the model prompt. Use Amazon personalized to save conversation history. Option D. Use provision throughput for the LLM. And the correct answer here will be option B, add messages to the model prompt. By including the conversation history in the model prompt, the LLM can maintain context and reference previous interactions to provide coherent and relevant responses. This approach ensures that the chatbot can understand and respond to the customer request based on the entire conversation history. So option B, add messages to the model prompt is the correct answer here. So friends, this was all in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great learning.